Thanks for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen without adverts, read episode transcripts, or listen to extra bonus episodes, please check the description for more details.
Say hello to a new era of mental health care. Cerebral is here to help you achieve your mental wellness goals with professional therapy and medication management support. 100% online. You'll experience the all-new Cerebral Way, an innovative approach to mental wellness designed around you. You'll get a personalized treatment plan from a therapist, prescriber, or both in a safe and judgment-free space. Your Cerebral therapist or prescriber will outline a customized plan with clear milestones along the way, so you can get to feeling your best. Sign up today at Cerebral.com/podcast and use code ACAST to get 15% off your first month. Offer only valid on monthly plans. Other exclusions may apply. Offer ends April 30th. See site for details.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom. Like Evan, who can't stand salads and still lost 50 pounds.
Salads generally for most people are the easy button, right? For me, that wasn't an option. I never really was a salad guy. That's just not who I am. But Noom worked for me.
Get your personalized plan today at Noom.com. Real Noom user compensated to provide their story. In 4 weeks, the typical Noom user can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Individual results may vary.
Ah, the sizzle of McDonald's sausage. It's enough to make you crave your favorite breakfasts. Enough to head over to McDonald's. Enough to make you really wish this commercial were scratch and sniff.
And if you're a sausage person, now get 2 satisfyingly savory sausage McGriddles, sausage biscuits, or sausage burritos for just $3.33. Or mix and match. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, my wish came true. I was able to see Japan covered in snow. It did indeed snow. If you remember, last episode I said I would like to see that, and it came true. It happened. So it snowed for about 10 hours, I think, which is a long time. And we ended up with about 10 centimeters of snow, which is quite a lot. And it's certainly the biggest amount of snow that I've ever seen in Japan. So, quite nice waking up in the morning and looking out and everything is just white. Loads of snow everywhere. It didn't cause any trouble for my wife getting back from her job in the end, so that was good too. And in the morning, she went to work pretty much as usual. Got to the bus stop a little earlier, just in case. But yeah, seemed to be fine. So, when she went to work, I decided it was time to go for a walk. And normally, like I mentioned before, I've been going for bike rides in the morning. But I didn't really fancy riding my bike through snow. I mean, it's slippy enough when you're walking on the stuff, but riding something with 2 wheels across snow, I don't think is a good idea. So I went for a walk instead. And at this time, it wasn't snowing, it was raining, but it wasn't too much rain. And I'd recently got completely soaked, like really wet, when I went out for a bike ride and I got caught in the rain, rain/snow. But I thought, well, I just want to go out and, experience this Japanese snow, So I went for a walk and it was raining a bit. And yes, I did get a bit wet. And I was walking in lots of snow near some fields by me. And my feet got a bit wet too. But I think it was worth it. There's just something that I like about snow. And I seem to get to experience it so infrequently. It doesn't happen very often in the places I have lived, or the place I'm living now. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it comes like once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year. Sometimes you don't even see it in a single year. So I do like to at least get some experience of the snow when it falls. I did think about making a snowman, but I don't know. It was raining, it was cold, and every time I do that, if I'm wearing gloves. I have to wear gloves because if I don't wear gloves, then my hands are like absolutely freezing. But if I'm wearing gloves, they get completely wet. So yeah, I didn't really fancy making a snowman by myself. I think if I do it with someone, that's fine. But like I don't know, just would have been weird making a snowman by myself in a field. But there was certainly enough snow. Definitely snow everywhere. And like I said, about 10 centimeters. So it was really nice, fluffy snow that would have been so easy to make a snowman with. And that's why the thought went through my head. But yeah, I didn't. Anyway, I carried on walking, and I went to check out my local park and see what that looked like when it was covered in snow. And there's like a fairly big lake in my local park, and there's normally fishermen there. This is not an unusual thing to see in Japan. I've been to quite a few sort of like local parks, smaller parks, and those that have lakes often have fishermen sitting around the lakes. And I'm saying fishermen because I don't see women doing it, just men usually. I'm sure there must be one or two, but it seems to be mostly men. If not all men. I've just never seen a female fisherman, a fisherwoman sitting around the lake in the parks that I've been to. Anyway, so there's always fishermen sitting around this lake, and I would say about 15 to 20. It depends. On some days where it's been like really cold, it might be like 6, but people are always there, always. Apart from today. This was the first day that I've ever been there, and I go there quite often, that I've never seen anyone, no fishermen around the lake. No one was there at all. Just me walking around the lake by myself, which I thought was nice. I think I saw 1 or 2 people, and I think they were staff who worked there and were sort of like tidying up things and that kind of thing. But I don't think I saw any people, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, I saw one person. I saw one man, and he had a camera, and he was taking pictures of, like the snowy sort of scenery. But yeah, apart from that, it was just me. I think everyone else was too sensible to go outside. It was just me being an idiot, going outside in the rain and the snow and getting a bit wet. But yeah, like I said, I thought it was worth it. And it was nice just seeing the change. Like everywhere was much quieter than normal. And just seeing the snow, but like seeing the way that the snow transforms, the way it changes the landscape was quite nice. I don't know how much longer it's going to be here for because, like I said, it was raining this morning. I think it's stopped now, but it was raining, and as soon as the rain comes down, it starts melting all the snow. And I think the temperature is above 0 as well, so it's already melting anyway. There isn't any sun out at the moment. I don't think there will be today. It's just very, very cloudy today. So maybe it will hang around for a while. I don't know. I imagine, it depends how the weather goes. Not so long ago, like a week or 2 ago, I think it was like 15 degrees. So if it suddenly changes to 15 degrees soon, it's not going to last. It's not going to last more than a few hours, I shouldn't imagine. But I don't know. See how it goes. I'm going to guess about a week, probably. We'll see. If it stays cold, maybe it will hang on for that long, but I don't know. But yeah, there's actually somewhere I want to go to by bike. So, like I say, I like the snow, but sometimes it is a bit of a pain when you have to travel in it. Yeah, I'm going to have to postpone. I'm going to have to delay that bike journey and perhaps think about going somewhere else instead. Which wouldn't be a bad thing, because I'd like to actually see a bit more of Japan when it's snowy. So like I've mentioned in the past, like where I live, there's quite a few fields and houses and like big warehouses and big factories, and I don't know, you've got like, it's sort of typical really, typical Japanese area where you've got like so many different things all mixed together. But I'd like to go into a big city, because my city is pretty small, so it'd be nicer to go into a big city with like big buildings, big tall skyscrapers and things like that, and see that as a sort of snowy scene. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to look quite as nice, to be honest. When I think of snow and like a snowy scene, it's always like fields and trees. That's what comes to my imagination first. But like when you get into the cities and it's been snowing and people have been walking about, then you get that like weird slush, which is like watery snow, and it's starts to go dirty and like a grey colour or something like that, or browny colour. And yeah, that's not so nice. There's lots of that by the side of the roads already where I am. So I don't know if I'll make a special journey to go and see it, because it might already be like, not great to look at. But if I could have seen it when it had just like fell down, the snow had just fallen and it was nice and fresh, that would have been a nice sight to see. That would have been pretty interesting. Just because I've not seen anything like that before. Anyway, I am going to leave it there for today. I think I might just go out for a quick walk, just once again in the snow, just before I start my job. A bit more exercise, a bit more snow. But yes, that will be my day. That's everything that I will have done today. Walk in the snow, study Japanese, walk in the snow again, do my job, and then that's pretty much it. Probably do something later. I don't know. Might watch some television, might play a game, might do a bit more studying. Occasionally I do in the evening, but I try not to actually. I try to relax in the evenings and then like sort of save my like motivation for my normal study in the mornings. Because sometimes you can go a bit too crazy, with studying and get a bit burnt out. So, yeah. If I feel like I've got any more energy at the end of the day and I think, let's study Japanese, I usually try and say, no, I'll keep that energy, keep it for tomorrow. And that usually works. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. I'm going out for a walk. Until next time.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom. Like Evan, who can't stand salads and still lost 50 pounds.
Salads generally for most people are the easy button, right? For me, that wasn't an option. I never really was a salad guy. That's just not who I am. But Noom worked for me.
Get your personalized plan today at Noom.com. Real Noom user compensated to provide their story. In 4 weeks, the typical Noom user can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Individual results may vary.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Tell me about your mama's kitchen. That simple question opens up a flood of delicious memories. And it's at the center of my new Audible original podcast called Your Mama's Kitchen.
My mama's kitchen was chaos.
This teeny tiny little room was where we did everything. We grew up there. We became teenagers, adults in that small space.
I'm Michelle Norris. The kitchen is usually the heartbeat of our homes. It's the place where we're nourished physically and spiritually. Our loudest laughter is in the kitchen, but so too are some of our most vulnerable moments. Each week on Your Mama's Kitchen, I'll talk to guests, actors, authors, chefs, musicians, and more about how the food and the culinary traditions of their youth shape their lives in interesting and sometimes surprising ways.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.